Hello? Hello? Thanks. Yes, good evening. Thanks very much. I've woken up. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, thank you. You see, I knew the best way is to cope, is to let people call you. I'm telling you, you wake up. Because before, if I set up the alarm, some people were saying, why don't you set up an alarm? If I set up the alarm, I'm telling you, the alarm will be ringing, and I don't know somehow how I managed to just like kind of switch it off. And I don't know if I switch it off or I don't hear it. But phone calls, they wake you up. Thank you very much for those of you that called me. Let me just make myself a drink and yeah, I start. Let me just get a drink. Yeah. Kaleza oh, Chileza Kaleza oh. Oh, I feel fresh. Gosh. I feel fresh. Let me make a drink. Kaleza oh, Chileza Kaleza oh. Where's the straw? Where's the straw? I need a straw. Where's the straw? Where's the straw? No, where's the straw? Where's the straw? Where are the straws? Kaleza oh. Chileza oh. Okay, so there we are. Okay, and cheers to all of you on my birthday. Ah, Lord, I feel good. And then I'm going to eat this cake that was given me to that little girl. You know, I'm gonna eat this little cake, this cake that was given me to that little girl from church. This is my birthday cake from that little girl. Look at this, so lovely. It's nice. May God bless that little girl. This is my birthday cake. I make a wish, although I've taken a bite already. Yeah, I've made a wish. Thank you. That's my birthday cake. And I want to start saying thank you very much to all of you that sent in your messages of best wishes, your prayers. I'm very grateful. I don't take it for granted. I don't take for granted for your kindness, your effort. I am very grateful, and I'm saying thank you to all of you. I'm really honored. I mean, by so many of you that sent me messages. I'm very grateful. The only thing that really has touched me more than anything is the fact that I've not been able to speak to my mother. I've not been able to speak to my mother. My mother lives at the farms. My mother lives at the farms, and where she lives there, the network is not very good. So to call and speak to my mother is very difficult. You try to call. Of course, she's not on WhatsApp. She's not on whatever. So you have to call direct. But each time I try to call, it's very difficult. The phone would not be answered. So, but I know there are some of you people that go to my mother's place and you talk to my mother. I want you, please, to record this and go and give it to my mother. Those of you people that go to my mother and talk to her. My mother knows a lot of things when she's not on social media, but through the kindness of some of you who visit my mother is up to date with what is going on and what is going on with me. That is how, even when I'm arrested back at home, in no time my mother would come to Lusaka, because some kind people, they go and tell my mother about what is going on. So I am very grateful to you people. I'm very grateful to you people that do that. Of course, I want to also say that please be mindful when you talk to my mother about some of these things, because you don't want, my mother has got BP and so on and so forth, so you don't want to worry her. Don't worry her. Instead, give her the hope, give her positivity. And for this message, I want you to take it to my mother. Mayo ninkwanisha 50 years 50 years nintotela sana kulilesa, nintotela futi kulimwe, nintotela kulimwe, nimwe ba mayo, nimwe ba mfyala, napakwati nisemfike palino nkulo kufika 50 years. So nintotela sana kulilesa, nintotela sana kulimwe. Ero ndefo kumye bati muisaka mana ndifya bwino. I am okay. Yeah, ndifya bwino. Yeah, ndifya bwino. Ndifya bwino maya muisaka mana. Yeah, leso mwine wishe, but muisaka mana ndifya bwino. Finafine ndanda lyonsoka bati leso mwine waishiba. Pabumi bwesu. Ifoto chi Yeah, so tell my mother I'm okay. I'm coming. Yeah, so yeah, so tell my mother I'm okay. Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on and talk about some of these things that are happening in the country. Uh, yeah, 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 yeah. 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 Anyway, I spoke to all my children. My children are okay. Thank you, all my children. I love you. I haven't spoken to one child again. I would have loved to speak to my daughter from. I would like to speak to Besa. I know some teachers around the school. You do follow me. Please, if you know, you can talk to Besa and tell her that your dad misses you, your dad loves you, and yeah, do your best. Do your best to pass. Do your best to pass grade 12. Do your best to pass grade 12. You have to pass grade 12. You have to do well. You have to do well. Yeah. 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 Okay, I need to compose myself. I need to compose myself and put myself together. Anyway, so yeah, I know some people, you know, I mean, it's not easy, that's for sure. It's not easy being out here. It's not easy having your family scattered. I'm really a family man. I'm a family man. I love my family, not only just my wife and the children that I have. I've got also other children. I've got nieces, I've got nephews, and trust me, I mean, they are very close to my heart. I love my family. But of course, some people want to say, they say, no, Fiakuifuaila, you know. No, I don't want to be in this situation. I don't want to be out of my country. I don't want. I love my country. I love my life back at home. I love my home. I love my life. I love my garden. I love my, you know, dogs. I mean, I want to be home. I want to be home. But you see, some of you like to say, no, if you were ruling the country properly, if President Hakainde Hichilema was ruling the country properly, I mean, we would be showering him with praises. That's for sure. We would be showering him with praises. We don't hate Hakainde Hichilema. It is not personal. It is not personal. But we talk about what is happening in our country because we are concerned. I, for one, it's not about anything. It's not about, the way people talk, whatever. No, so that this one is paying you. So, no. It's not about that. It's not about that. It is about the well-being of the country. I'm one of those people that I have defiled, the loyalty of the leadership when I see something wrong. I have defiled it. You can't say, no, it's this person. Why do you like to say, it's only Haka in the Ichilema? Hey, you don't like Haka in the Ichilema. Hey, you are tribal. Forget it. There was Arabi. I was very close. People will tell you, I was very close to Arabi. Arabi was one of the first people to fly me around. Arabi flew me around Africa. Arabi bought me, used to buy me tickets to go around, But when some of these issues came up, I was against Arabi. And you all remember the headlines that were going on. By that time, the Post was there. Memes were being created about me and the Arabi. Why didn't you say, no, you are criticizing Arabi because it is tribal? When I was criticizing Arabi, was it tribal? I want to bring you even to this issue that you people, you want to, practice tribalism and accuse it on us. So Arabi, I used to criticize Arabi. Arabi went out of power. Sata came in. I was quite close Kuriba Sata. I was one of those people, the first people that wrote, because I was doing computers, and by that time, there was that was the time we quite my business centers and all, where people were going type. I typed a few of to my documents to our SATA by then when he was at Farmer's House. He used to give me to can type if na type pa computer not so to my graphics. Then the voter tabulation came in. I was one of those people that was consulted by Vasata. You were good to station if you like some computer. And I discussed it. They were doing it. The person that was actually in charge at the end of the day in the party, it was the KBF. KBF was in charge. When Vasata became president, I was criticizing him. I criticized Vasata on a number of issues. But Vasata, I respect him. Because when I was talking, he called me. And I do remember the issue that he called me over. Is the issue of our Chitimukuru. When Edgar Lungu was actually Home Affairs Minister by then. He called me and engaged me. From there on, I remember the big issue. It was the issue of Vasilvia Masewo. You remember the concession licenses? I was very critical of the PF government. And at the end of the day, Vasilvia Masewo was fired. I'm not giving the details of what was behind. But I'm trying to remind you that I've not started today. I've not started because Haka Inde Ichilema is president. No. Me, I am an advocate. I'm an advocate for justice. I'm an advocate for fairness. I am an advocate for good governance. That is me. It is not Vasat. It is not Haka Inde Ichilema na tampila po. I criticized Vasata. But one thing that I appreciated him is that each time I spoke about something, he would, engage me and give me his side of story. And in certain cases, I was wrong. In certain cases, of course, he never said you are right and whatever. But he would just say, okay. He would just say, okay. I remember, party issue, massive. He called me and I spoke and whatever. I said, Isakuno. I went there. I said, look, this is what I've heard. And he just laughed at me. He said, Kaviye, I left. Later on, Silver Massive was fired. Then came by Edgar Lungu. Some of you, you have got short memories. Some of you have got short memories. I didn't have a smooth ride with Edgar Lungu. When I criticize Hakainde Hichilema, you present me as a person that, was so much in good boots with Edgar Lungu. Like everything was okay. Like I was a cadre. Like I was a press singer for Edgar Lungu. No, I wasn't. And the facts are there. Facts are there. And you talk like, no, Hakainde Hichilema. No, you hated Hakainde Hichilema for so many years. Whatever. There were times when I agreed with Hakainde Hichilema. There were times when I defended Hakainde Hichilema. I went to prison for Hakainde Hichilema. I was arrested for Hakainde Hichilema. The first time that I was arrested in the under ECL, it was when Hakainde Hichilema was arrested. That is the first time. I went in prison for Hakainde Hichilema. I stayed for 9 days inside. 9 days. 9 days I was inside. Because of that Mungu escape. Yes, I didn't agree with Hakainde Hichilema, and the things that I didn't agree with him on, I still don't agree with him up to now. I criticize Hakainde Hichilema for privatization. Through and through, I'm one of those people that brought the issue of privatization in public domain. Of course, Vasata used to talk about it, but I am the first person that brought out some of this evidence in public and spoke about them strongly. And even today, I still criticize Hakainde Hichilema for privatization. And what I used to say is actually happening, because now we have privatization reloaded. That's what we have. And this is a fact. By Edgar Lungu, you talk about Kadarism. Hey, they went out because of Kadarism. One of the reasons, one of the people that spoke strongly on Kadarism, it's me. So, when you talk about we hate PF because of Kadarism, I'm one of those people that contributed because I spoke strongly on Kadarism. And I was arrested for it. It was so bad. I was also arrested again, for at defaming Edgar Lungu. Because I criticize Edgar Lungu. So today you want to talk like no. You hate Hakainde Hichilema. Hey, you were part of PF. I agreed with PF. And one good thing about PF, which is different from this government, is that at least by PF vale umfuako. By PF vale umfuako. By PF, there would be someone that you would engage on some of these issues. But UPND, you can't trust them. But PF, at least in their confusion, there was a humanity. There was somebody that you could talk to. There was always somebody that you could talk to. There was always somebody that could do something. That is the difference. Mwaliko ubuntu, not ba UPND. Ba UPND tamwabo ubuntu. Mwaliko se mitima imwe bantu muli bankalwe. Muli bankalwe imwe. Elo imufu mwabipira kofi bako bati. Even when somebody tries to come close to you, even when somebody tries to, to be with you, to compromise with you, tamufi umfwa elo mubipishapo fenoko bipishapo. Mubipishapo. You make it worse. My mother came to my house one point and she was telling me, no, you know, just stop this and whatever. I told my mother, Mom, nalakisashanena aba bantu tabelela aba bantu bali bipemitima nalira ine kuli ba mukuni I was telling my mother nalira kuli ba mukuni, and all of you know this. I went to Chief Mukuni, went and apologized. We reconciled with Chief Mukuni, but that case is still in court because haka inde ichiremana bantu bakwa parabena Gilbert Piri, they were still pushing it. They were still pushing. I became a praise singer. Even joined one of these legal battles about Edgar Lungu recovering the money that whatever. I joined it. A case yakwana nkaratinani Isaac Mwanza. I was part of it, and don't talk about some of these cases that, you know, whatever. I mean, these cases are engineered. From State House. And yes, in agreeing with them, I was part of them, trying to help them. And I had cases, a number of cases. But none of those cases were touched. These are political cases. These are not cases that I've stolen. No. These are political cases whereby, I mean, today I am out here, you know, as in exile or as a fugitive, whatever you like. But the moment Hakainde Hichilema goes, my cases are not there. These are political cases. Even the moment Hakainde Hichilema decide to say, no, I mean, let's forget about this, those cases will go. They are political cases. But whilst I was there trying to, you know, please Hakainde Hichilema na bantu babo, did they consider dropping some of my cases? Not even one. Not even one. So when some of you, when you are talking to say, no, don't run away from our country. Hey, just stay in your country. Which country? Which country? If I come back there, you think I've got a home? You think I will go to my house in Roma? You think I will go to my house in Roma? I will not go to my house. I will go to prison. And going to prison for what? Going to prison for what? For speaking out to cover timwe fole nyama soldier. Ama soldier waikana 3 months tama wala foresha. Imwe pele nyama soldiers ama allowances which you promised them. I mean, should I go to prison for that? How foolish can I be? You know, how foolish can I be? I go to prison. You want me to go to prison for years? Either mutiny van charge, the mutiny case which they have charged me. Mutiny is 25 years. Mutiny is as good as life imprisonment. And I should go to prison for saying soldiers should be paid. Soldiers should be given their full allowance, UN allowance, they should be given, which they are getting. When I spoke, they actually got that. They started getting the full allowance, they were paid. But I should go to jail for 25 years. How foolish can I be? How foolish can I be? I can't be that foolish. I'm not that foolish. And look, if only the courts in Zambia were dispensing justice, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here. I had lawyers who were helping me, and I didn't commit a crime. I've not committed a crime. But the problem is, we don't have justice in Zambia. We don't have justice in Zambia. It is a mockery. You are taken to court. It's not that really they will look at your case and forget it. They won't. They will just jail you. And even if we have got, I'll be talking about this, we have got some good magistrates who at least are still strong and everything. But no, look, how many cases do I have? How many cases? I have 6 cases, Bwana, 6 cases. You think all these 6 magistrates would be considerate, would be strong? No, there is no way. So I don't speak for myself to say I don't have mili in my house. I don't come on social media to say I don't do that. I tell off even the people that are helping me. Even Edgar Lungu, wherever he is, he knows. He knows. And that is the truth. And that is just me. My loyalty is to my principles. My loyalty is to my principles. My loyalty is to my God. It is your small minds where you think that I can worship somebody. I don't worship anyone. I don't worship anyone. And I don't want, and I will never. You have to know, I will never worship anyone. I will continue standing on my principles. Apart from that, Haka in the Ichlema is going. Haka in the Ichlema is going. That is a for sure. Haka in the Ichlema is going. And we are saying, let va Edgar Lungu come in. And va Uka come in. I'm telling you, even if va Edgar Lungu I will be against him. I will not hold back. And I'm very sure va Edgar Lungu doesn't forget this. He knows, that's for sure. Inshipepo muntu inshipepa tapabo mpepa nakana ine mpepa lesa wandi mpepa mpepa. And then I'm not a person that is going to be bought. You can't buy Chirufa Tayali, forget it. You can't. And there are many instances when Bowman went to the other side, when I believed Bowman was wrong. Bowman is one of those guys that I would call at any time those days. He would give me 10 pin. Bowman, minimum Bowman. I would call Bowman iwe. Ine ishikwe tempia. Ulikuisa. Of course, wakupepeka ngo wamsanga 10 pin. Wamsanga 20 pin. Bowman. When Messi came crying, I stood against Bowman. When Messi Cohen came crying, I stood against Bowman. I know some of you have been wanting to hear about how did that case end. Well, the issue is that at the end of the day, we have to consider there are children involved. And those children, they deserve a life. So you cannot every day be bringing that issue to start discussing it and discussing the children. But I can tell you that I am very much in contact with the children of Messi. Of course, now that I'm here, it's a little bit difficult, but I am very much in contact. Even my son, that little son, the last born son of Messi, that is my son. That boy is kind of within my reach. I can't discuss the details because I need to respect those children. I need to respect that these children need to have their own life. So that's why I don't talk about it. But the point I'm trying to make is that Bowman, who was close to me, Bowman who alendi shamo, when Messi came crying, I stood against Bowman. I'm trying to show you that it's not about the money. No, forget it. Nonsense. You can give me the money, I'll eat the money, but I'll still talk what I want to talk. Kaiza Zulu alendishamu, not to Kwangala. Kaiza Zulu alendishamu. But when Kaiza Zulu was wrong, when Kaiza Zulu came out gun blazing, shooting, I was against him. I was one of those people who was calling by Edgar Lungu to fire Kaiza Zulu. So you can't talk about Chirufa Tayali, corrupting Chirufa Tayali. Forget it, you can't. It is God. I'm 50 years today because God has been with me. My praise is to God. Yes, there are people that God works through people. So there are people that God has worked through. But those people, the moment I realize that you want to use me, the moment I realize that you are giving me to my little money so that whatever, I drop you. And if something happens, I'll just tell you off. It has happened. I can even hear you. The other day I was quarreling with this man who came, talking nonsense, as if he knows me. I said, hey, excuse me. We don't know each other, Bwana. We should have limits on what we can joke about. You cannot be joking about my wife and my bedroom life. And this guy comes up and says, no, I used to help you. I gave you money. Hello? If you gave me money now, you should come and start talking nonsense. I don't accept that nonsense myself. I don't accept. So you can't buy me, forget it. Nami kanina. You can't. You can't. Unless I agree that, okay, this issue, whatever. But if the issue really is something that I don't. I'll come and say whatever I want. I've got a conscience, Baba. I've got a conscience. So I don't just buy nonsense, whatever. No, forget it. I don't. So, whatever situation that I am in, I am proud of it. Me, I am proud of my situation because it is fighting for what is right. I have stood for what is right. I have stood for what I believe in. That's why I'm here. If I didn't stand for what I believe in, I would be back at home. But I have stood for what I believe in. And UPND, they are so bad-hearted that they don't forgive, that they don't. So don't even say, no. UPND, forget it. He's just another man. He's just another man. And Gilbert Piri is not helping the situation. Gilbert Piri is one of the useless guys that Hakainde Hichilema has. He's one of the guys that is sinking Hakainde Hichilema. Gilbert Piri, I don't know, he doesn't see that this man is drowning. He doesn't see that this man is sinking. Because in politics, you need to look around and see what comes first is politics. It is not your position. But Gilbert Piri imwenga tema politics nga mwalimu myanga u DPP kuti mwavu myanga imwe ba Gilbert Piri u DPP nga mwalimu mwona finishi muri ba Gilbert Piri finishi mwasambirira ni experience ishmwa kwata iya kwa ba DPP ma politics nicho ma politics waka indeiche mababa president ero ba misonta. But otherwise, when you look at even among your fellow prosecutors mu NPA, there are young people there that have got better experience. There are young people there that are more qualified than you. There are young people there who are more befitting to be DPPs. But because of politics, wa Gilbert Piri ni mwebo muleri enuma na driver na chauffeur panga ndana mkwatana gada le mironda finshi muri ba Gilbert imwe finshi muri if you go to muwe ba DPP finshi muri. My politics comes first. You forget this. You forget this. Politics comes first. So when you are talking, you are boasting, following this one, following that one. Meanwhile, Ichirindi, the foundation of which has brought you where you are, is gone. This is the foolishness of most of you UPND appointees. Or UPND senior government, whatever. This is the foolishness that you have. You think you have got those positions as if you deserve them. You don't deserve them. You are there because of politics. You are there because of politics. Once imwe, avena hamasaka, avena living goma, avena nani, once imwe. You have those. You actually you are so down. On a level playing field, you are very down. You can't even come anywhere close. You can't. Living Goma? Really? But because of politics, you are there. Now, your politics, what has given you those jobs, it's gone. It's going. It is actually gone. Come next election, tapali for mudi. Tapali for mudi mwe tapali. Wanani kane Bahamasaka. Bahamasaka. Kwa isa na wana ni batabuka wana. Imwe tabuka wana. Who is tabuka wana? Tabuka wana a driver. A driver. One government. Lelo batabuka wana ni ba PSC. Lelo batabuka wana want to control the media, want to tell the media how they should conduct their job. Politics is what has given you that. But I'm telling you tonight that politics is gone as far as that kind of, because the anchor is the presidency. The anchor is the presidency. Once if you have MPs, ministers, once your president is gone, a lot of you have a imbe. Nanuka votra imbe Murusaka Centro. Nanuka votra imbe. Ni nanuka votra imbe Murusaka Centro. Kopa beoti. Kopa beoti. Imwe. Avena Chipoka Mulenga. Avena Antoine Kane. Kabuswe. Muleti mukabutunga. Muleti mukabutunga. Lile nilimu wane. Lile nilimu. And mule wana very careful nga mulelanda. Some of you. Because of the way you come out. The way you are talking about Edgar Lungu. Edgar Lungu. Ukweta mano pali nonshita. Ukweta mano pali nonshita. As a president. As a politician. As a politician defo kumiewa. Ukweta mano pali nonshita. Afidale icheme fadelanda pali Edgar Lungu. Afidale icheme fadelanda pali Edgar Lungu. Because Edgar Lungu naya. Ala naya Edgar Lungu naya. Na mfeni waka inde ichilema. Baicheme fo balelanda pali Edgar Lungu. Baicheme fo balelanda pali Edgar Lungu. Because Edgar Lungu naya. Pakumu ikata Edgar Lungu. Awe. Patali. But that is the issue that I want to end with. Let me go to the issue of JJ first of all, before I touch on that one. That is the issue. Issue ya kwa JJ. Imwe issue ya kwa JJ. You are messing it up. That political and sensitivity of, what is currently going on. You don't see it. Issue ya kwa JJ na isasa. Yali sasa. Issue ya kwa JJ. If there are people who are supporting it, just like politics now, where funny. Politics, forever. Sometimes if you're life mona, you think that everyone wants to say mona. Politics. What you are seeing, you think that is what everybody else is seeing. Palimufi, especially if you get 3 or more people to agree with you. You even conclude to say, no, this is what people want. This is what people are saying. But you are looking at very few people around you. It is you, yes, you are entitled to your opinion. But, and when you get 3 or 4 people to agree with you, you think that you have it. This is the issue about politics. People who are good at politics are those who are able to go beyond what they think and see what is around. A lot of you praise singers, you think you have it because you are indoctrinated. Even when you are indoctrinated, you don't want to see anything else. You want to see things in your own light. And then when you get a few people agreeing with you, you think that the majority are like that. A good politician is one who realizes, look, amona nibanga abale support, nibanga beloku. Those are the good politicians. That's why you see that Felix Mutati is still a minister today. But he's a minister. Do you see him talking? Do you see that Felix Mutati talking? Mula mwena kwa imwabena kabuswe na bena nankane uyu Chipoka Mulenga. Vane muna loresha Felix Mutati. Felix Mutati mdala ulia. You can learn something from Felix Mutati. Ali Shiva. Why is Felix Mutati quiet? Why? Ali Shiva. Ulia muntu ulia ali changela. Those are the great politicians. They know. Felix Mutati cannot stand up and start defending. No. Even Wamsokotwane. Even Vamsokotwane. Vamsokotwane, listen when he stands up to talk. And you are very careful. Very careful in the way that they talk. Eh? I like even Gary Nkombo. Gary Nkombo na chana nchi politician. Ni chief politician Gary Nkombo. Gary Nkombo, you know how outspoken Gary Nkombo is. You know how outspoken Gary Nkombo is. Do you hear Gary Nkombo opening his mouth anyhow? Eh? Iwe chipoka mlenga. Ula mumfapo Gary Nkombo. Because imwe elo mwishe na MMD. Elo mwishe. Baka muswe. Elo mwishe na MMD. Ave ne ba MMD. Ba UPND rather. Ave ne ba UPND. Ave na Gary Nkombo. Ava lelanda. Ava luishisho muntungwa. Ava luishisho muntungwa ba UPND. Vale umfuika valia. Even you know you not get a minister of information. Mwetwa ni politician. Asabaila. Tapane for Alanda. Because Ali Shiva, he knows. Have you heard Mwetwa talking about JJ? Have you heard Mwetwa talking about JJ? You listen to Mwetwa when he's talking. Listen to Mwetwa when he's talking. Nakake nika disoniso na kokali changera kali. Nika politician. But kuli mwema Yusufu idiot. Mwe wale tangisha kuntanshi. Kwatima bulldog. Mule wosafe. Look around bane. Look around. Ama politics na chinja aka inde ichilema nachsela. Ishi ya kwa JJ. Even in tuanikane rea monga na ishi wakati ina isasa. Yali sasa ishi ya kwa JJ. So mwebale support that up to today you are still talking about no JJ kidnapped himself. How can JJ kidnap himself? How can JJ kidnap himself under those circumstances? How can JJ all of a sudden mention this one and this one and this one? They are the people that abducted me. How can they? How can JJ, okay, Ngari Ichita kidnap? Do you think JJ would be having those conversions alel? Because JJ number, I mean, I don't know if he's even going to recover to the trauma that he went through. JJ is highly traumatized and there is nothing that you can do about it. There is nothing that you can do about it. It is something that it was just induced as a trauma that he went through. So, yes, he was tortured and you can't see marks on his body. But everything is showing that this guy went through a trauma. He went through a trauma. A psychological trauma which has, sent him into that convulsion that is going through. You can't run away from it. The guy is sick. JJ is a strong guy, a fit guy. But look, he's lying in bed up to now. You think he's lying in bed because he's pretending. You think doctors can be cheated. You can pretend outside. But when before a doctor will check you. A doctor will not give you a bed in hospital if he does not think that you are okay. You are not okay. JJ is in hospital because he's not okay, and doctors, there is nothing that they cannot do. They can do. That's why JJ is there. So Imo was saying, well, how foolish can you be to accuse JJ that he kidnapped himself when the guy is sick as a result of what he went through? How? And now you are suing him. No, we are suing him. And JJ also sues this side, and you say, no, he was hallucinating. When he said it was, he saw me. Okay, so if he was hallucinating, why are you suing him? If JJ was hallucinating, why are you suing him? If you think that what he said is as a result of a sickness, why are you suing him? Because umuntu let's hallucinate, you cannot sue him. He is not legally responsible. If JJ was psychologically not okay, he is not. You cannot impute responsibility on such a person. You can't. And that is even a defense. Even people who have killed, who have murdered others, when there is a psychological problem, they say, well, I mean, my state of mind was not okay. So even JJ, Under the circumstances, if he wants, that is a defense. But you are already defending. What I'm saying is that you are accusing him, but defending him at the same time. You are accusing him to say, no, he has defamed us, that we are the one that abducted him. But then, on the other hand, you turn around and say, no, he's hallucinating. Why are you suing a person who is hallucinating? Why are you suing him? So, but the whole point is that, let's look at the police. Where are the police? Why are the police not investigating? Because the police are not investigating. They are not. Why are the police not investigating? Why are the police not investigating? If the police are not convinced that the people who are involved are these, if the police suspected that there were other people that were involved, or JJ staged this, they would have been investigating. We would have heard of other people that would have been arrested. Why are we not having other people who are arrested, other people being arrested, or other people being questioned? Why? It is because the only people to question are those in State House. Those are the people to question. And the police cannot question them. So their hands are tied. They don't know what to do. The people to investigate, the people to question. Ngoma, Uyumwinde, Hamasaka. These are the people to question. And if you have to extend the investigation, it is those cadres who are saying, we will sort out JJ. Those are the people that you are supposed to be questioning. But how are they going to question those? How are they going to question those? Look at Binwell. Binwell, they went to his house. They even went to his house, Binwell, because Kanaka suicide note, Kalia. It was a receipt for Binwell's laundry. The name which is there is Binwell. I want to show you that if they suspected somebody else, they would have gone. Because for Binwell, they went for Binwell. They didn't even wait for Binwell to bring himself to police. They went gun blazing to his house. They went gun blazing to his house. They were ready to break down the gate. They were ready to break down the doors like they do, like they have done here at my house. They were ready to do that. Simply because of that canonical receipt. Simply because of that receipt. They were ready to do that. And Binwell went and he told them to say, yes, it's my receipt. And he explained to them. And they had nothing to do but to release Binwell. They released Binwell. Have you heard anyone being questioned? No one. Because the person that they need to question are those guys in State House. So that's why they can't question anyone. They won't call anyone. They have to. The people that they need to question. Vena, Levi Ngoma, Hamasaka, Hamwinde. Those are the people they need to question. But they can't do it. Those cadres, including Liswaniso, because Liswaniso said, next we are going to Petauke. So Liswaniso also should be questioned. But can they call Liswaniso and interview him? They can't. They can't. So the police are not investigating because the case is straightforward. And you are number kada iwe. Iwe kada, you are number we can that. No, JJ must tell us the truth. JJ has told you the truth. JJ has told you his story. JJ has told you his story. No, Levi Ngoma, why is Levi Ngoma going to report defamation? Why is Levi Ngoma going to report defamation? We have got at General, Udia pastor, who has been accused of rape. Why isn't that pastor also going to police to report to say, I've been defamed? Why? You are a suspect and you go and report the defamation. And you want the police to arrest people. You want the police to arrest people. It's interesting. And look at the statement from the police. We are waiting for JJ to come and make a formal complaint. What formal complaint are they talking about? What formal complaint are they talking about? When they followed Binwell Kunganda, who made a formal complaint? When they went to Binwell's house, wanting to break his gate, wanting to break his house, to pick Binwell, who made a formal complaint? Binwell. Who made a formal complaint? Eh? Who made a formal complaint? Therefore, you are saying, no, we cannot arrest Levin Goma, we cannot arrest Hamasaka, we cannot arrest Mwinde because we are waiting for a formal complaint from JJ. I'm asking you, when you went to pick Binwell, who made a formal complaint? Who made a formal complaint? Who made a formal complaint for you to go to Binwell's house? A member of parliament to pick him. Who made a formal complaint? Who made a formal complaint? Why are you not? What about this? Because Binwell you took Binwell as a suspect. Binwell, you took him as a suspect. And here we are talking about these others as suspects. Why are you not arresting them? Who makes a formal complaint when a crime is committed in the manner that JJ was abducted? Who makes a formal complaint? Do you need a formal complaint? Somebody has been abducted. Somebody has been abducted, and he comes out and he's saying this. Do you need a formal complaint? Do you need a formal complaint? A crime like that abduction, do you need a formal complaint? Do you need JJ to come and report when the thing was in public domain? Eh? In public domain, you made statements as Vakapokola yourselves. Eh? That is an active investigative crime. That is a crime that is before you. Do you need a formal complaint? Eh? Do you need a formal complaint? You are scared to go for those people. And you know it, because they were involved. You know. You know. Could it be well, you went, Tamara a formal complaint. Why are you not going for Hamasaka? Why are you not going for Levin Goma? Why are you not going for Mwinde? Why are you not going for them? You know. And this case is very straightforward. It's very easy to investigate. Even me, I can investigate it. Why? Look, I can even give you hints. I can give you leads on how you can investigate. Number one, my cameras. You have got those cameras. You can track, you know, how these people moved. You can track even how JJ himself moved. You can track it. Then there are phones. These people must have been communicating. These days, you can get that information. It can help you. You know, Vakapokola, you know. This is not a crime that you cannot fail to investigate. And most importantly, a person is not dead. A person is not dead. That is alive. If JJ had died, it would have been difficult, but JJ is alive. But you don't want to hear what JJ is telling you. And what do you want to do now? You want to arrest JJ for aggravated robbery. You people, even if you love UPND, even if you love Hakainde Ichidema, honestly, a person is abducted. Next thing is being charged of armed robbery, aggravated robbery. 8 years ago. 8 years ago. Why are you not investigating this case? Why are you not talking about this case? Why do you want to take us 8 years back? Why do you want to leave this case? And the praise singer is saying whatever. We are going to go 8 years back. 8 years back. Why are you touching this case? Why are you leaving this case? Why are you going back to 8 years back? And not the case that is before you? And why are you bringing this case now after umuntu bamuchita abduct, when he comes back, that's when you want to bring issues yama aggravated robbery. You have been in government for 3 years now. For 3 years. If you were following these cases, why didn't you arrest JJ? The moment you came into power, why didn't you do that? Why didn't you do that? Why are you doing it now after JJ bamuchita arrest, bamuchita abduct? I don't know why you are bringing it up. Why are you bringing it now? Why didn't you bring it up when you were talking to JJ? When JJ was welcoming by president, by airport, you had all the chance, you would have arrested the guy. Why are you bringing it now? Ushakwena mwewe na Zambia, even if at your tayari ulalanda, tayari ulalanda. But I mean, I just want to help you to look at these things for what they are. I'm not lying. I'm not fabricating anything. I'm not being malicious. I'm putting facts as they are. Isn't it a fact that it is almost 3 years since the UPND came into power? Isn't it a fact that this case happened 8 years ago? Isn't it a fact that these people have not touched this case since they came into power? And now they're getting into their 3rd year. Isn't it a fact that they are not investigating the abduction and they are bringing aggravated robbery? Isn't it reasonable to suspect that they are covering up the abduction because the people who have been mentioned are in the State House? Isn't it a fact that they went to pick Binwell without a formal complaint from anyone? Why are they asking for a formal complaint to arrest Levin Goma and the Hamasaka and the whatever Mwindi? Isn't it reasonable to suspect, to say, I mean, this is not fair? To say this is not fair because Binwell Vamukonka. This at no, we are waiting for a formal complaint. Isn't it strange that the people that are being suspected are rushing Kuma Koti and they are doing it everywhere? Now, Kukoti, look at the desperation. They went and reported that the police, they have even gone to court, you see? And remember I told you that they will try to lock this case in court. They will try to lock this case in court. Because as it is in court now, JJ cannot talk about it. JJ cannot come out and have a press conference and talk about it. I told you that they will lock this case in court. So surely isn't it reasonable to suspect that Levin Goma, Hamasaka and whatever, they are locking this case in court because monen bali ya ku polisi basta reporting bana ku court bamuchita su. Mamon bana court bamuchita su. Because as it is now, JJ cannot talk about this. Otherwise, he will be cited for contempt. So, you blame me, oh, hey, your mouth is your big, whatever. Look at these facts, Mwevantu. Twikalefe tondoro to Ilandapo. Because in Ilandapo, they will charge us. Imagine if I were in the country with this, me talking about this. Imagine. A person gana vesaka, ngana batambo kutoloka ma offense. To just get me. Nilesa. Ina nchimonati nilesa wandeta na kuno. Nilesa wandeta kuno. Ukoba tawe, kabiye ke kale kukumbyuko, so that ule landira kwa bena Zambia, ule landa pali fifintu. Because nganarimu chalo, I wouldn't be talking about these things. I wouldn't. So lesali shive, it is a blessing in disguise that I can continue talking about this thing because nganarimu Zambia te timfila ndefi. So nangumulenje batuka bwele tetimbwele mpaka baka inde ichilima bateshani baleya pantu kuya kwena baka inde ichilima baleya ero taine mbe balongesha fichi to afya wo file balongesha it's his failure na bafiro baka inde ichilima na bafiro kuteke chalo even matters are supposed to be handled carefully with wisdom. Venan there is not using his wisdom. Look at this issue of tribalism. This issue of tribalism is big, man. It's big. And this issue of tribalism has come, people are talking about it as a reaction to the practice of tribalism. Vahaka Indichirema is the one that is practicing tribalism. And how is he practicing tribalism? He himself has made tribal sentiments. You remember when he came from UN, Nishwafaba president, these hegemonies, they never believed that other people from other regions can rule Zambia. They were stealing from the country from independence. You remember? You remember what Hakainde Hichilema said? Somebody find that video. Find that video. We post it so that people can remember. He said it himself. These hegemonies, they never believed that somebody, they don't believe that somebody from another region can rule Zambia. Because they have been stealing from Zambia starting from independence. Wasn't that tribal? Wasn't that tribal? And that is a start. And then from there, his appointments has been people from this side. And now people are reacting to that. People are reacting to that. And they are being now arrested and being charged with big cases. Sedition, espionage, what, big cases, which carries maximum sentencing. But the big tribalist is Hakainde Hichilema. And in response to, to these guys who are complaining, he says, no, I'm going to bring in soldiers. I'm going to bring in soldiers. That is not wise for a president to say. And of course, it is not just about being wise, it is also illegal. The military are not part of, they are not supposed to engage the citizens in terms of, implementing law and order. No, that is not the job of the military. The military mandate is very clear, very, very clear. And it is surprising that we even have a army commander who comes up to back up a wrong statement, an irresponsible statement. You back it up. It is very wrong. It is very wrong. The military, that's why they stay in the barracks. That's why they stay in the barracks. That's why the military stay in the barracks. And in a democracy, that's why we have a civilian president. That's why we have a civilian president as the commander-in-chief. It's a civilian president as a commander-in-chief. So that there is a balance. There is the army commander and the commander-in-chief who is a civilian, voted by the people. Now, if you are going to bring these people who are not voted, the army commander is not voted, the soldiers, they have got another responsibility. If you bring them into, the governance system, you think you can take them back if they decide. What if they decide to continue? If you, the civilians, if you fail to handle situation, if you civilians fail to handle the situation, you go and call the military to come and help us. And when they restore order, according to them, what if they decide to stay? What if they decide to stay? Do you even think about that? You are calling the soldiers to come and help you. What if they decide to stay? What if can you stop them? Can you stop them? We should have wisdom. Be very careful. Be very careful. But now when I talk like this, no, Tayali arresting, mutiny. But you are the one who is bringing this nonsense. You are the one who is being responsible in the way that you are looking at national affairs. And what you are saying is wrong. Shouldn't we talk? If we say, no, this is wrong, this is not legal, this is not wisdom, then we should be arrested. No, how? We need to talk about our country. We need to talk about things that are happening. These are checks and balances. These are checks and balances I'm giving. I'm not insulting Hakainde Hichilema. I'm not insulting Hakainde Hichilema. So you don't bring out soldiers Come and help me. What if they don't go back? What if they don't go back? Because they are supposed to be in the military, in the barracks there. And then you go and remove them. What if they don't go back? Oh. Kukwatamano. Kukwatamano. Wisdom Dala. Handle these things properly. These things, this issue of tribalism is very dangerous. Now look. An innocent magistrate, MUNYINYA, is being dragged in this. I don't know how I can talk about this because, I mean, MUNYINYA, she's a magistrate and I'm in her court, but I don't know how best I can say it, but I just have to say it. And by the very fact that I'm in her court, I've experienced it. MUNYINYA is one of those magistrates that I've followed. MUNYINYA is handling a lot of high-profile cases. And I've had an opportunity to sit in court differently. Ngani Nkwata magistrate, who is handling my case, I endeavor to go and listen in other cases to see how this magistrate conducts herself. That's what I do. I've been doing this. I've been doing this from the first time that I had a case at the magistrate. I went and listened, you know, how that magistrate was handling other cases. Magistrate Mwanza. I went, sat in. I also looked at some of the judgments that he has made because I want to get into the mind of the magistrate so that I know what I'm facing. I did that. I did that with Kaoma, Magistrate Kaoma. You know, when Hakainde Ichilema dragged me to court, Palavaka Pokola, Varanka de Vakada, Vandepa with the Nama na suit, Vatula Ule, Amata Azia Moto Gayandi, you know. And MUNYINYA is one of those. But I want to tell you, we have got magistrates. Magistrates are working under very difficult circumstances because there is so much pressure. There is so much pressure from State House. People from State House come to magistrate, you know, to follow some of these cases. People from State House, hey, come here, Mumba Madira. Hey, there is this issue and whatever. They do that. But I want to tell you, because this case is in public domain now, and there are other people that are before MUNYINYA, and they might feel uncomfortable before this magistrate. I want to tell you that I have got a case with MUNYINYA, and not only my case, I've followed MUNYINYA. MUNYINYA is one of those credible magistrates. I'm telling you, MUNYINYA is one of those credible magistrates. Is one of the few that we have. One of the few. So don't be swayed by this tribal talk that is currently going on. Where now, wherever you see somebody Tonga, you want to put them in that box. No, MUNYINYA is not. I'm vouching for her. I've never seen anything tribal. It is not that it's not there. It is not that what Danpule is saying is not there. And get me right, I do understand Danpule. I do understand Danpule because I have gone through it myself. That's why I call I call these police officers the Zambezi force. Because even me, the people that come to arrest me, you find that most of the times you are Zambezi force coming from this region. And it feels so bad. You find that Wakapokola Kwikete, Niwa Zambezi force from one region. You go to court, you find this custody. There is that stupid magistrate at Kanan custody. I don't mention people I don't like, whatever, because people who just exercise their, you know, who just do their job. Me, I don't bring out their names. I don't. When you see me bringing up a name, it is because these are some of the fools who are making other people to look bad. That is stupid state advocate study. That is stupid, that foolish state advocate. Yes, I've got a case that is coming. You go and make those submissions. That yes, you was on Facebook, you was talking about me, you are stupid, you are tribal. And you are the idiots that don't need to be in government. You are the idiots that are making people like MUNYINYA to be looked at like they are fools like you. Because of foolish people like you, MUNYINYA, oh, not MUNYINYA, foolish people like you study. You are an idiot, you are a fool. You are messing up our country. You go in court there and make those stupid submissions of yours. You are a bloody fool. You are tribal. You are the idiots that are messing up our country. And you are making other people to also now look bad. MUNYINYA is not anywhere like these other fools. I want to reach out to my brother. He's not my brother, he's my father. My father was Danpul. My father was Danpul. It is sad. I do understand you, but I feel bad that this application was made before one of those few magistrates that we have that don't look at you know, your MUNYINYA was handling my case, and the person that came in court is Chief Mukuni. Chief Mukuni, a very respected traditional leader in the Southern Province. But I never saw anything of bias against me. I never saw anything. And I'm not going to even mention whatever. I mean, I was comfortable. I was comfortable the way she was ruling. I mean, she was okay. I mean, there are certain instances here and there, but really, I cannot say that woman, she's Tonga. I mean, I was very disturbed when I heard that, because I never saw a Tonga. I saw a magistrate, a very good magistrate, a very solid magistrate. Even the rulings that she makes, she makes very good ruling. She's punctual, one of the most hardworking women. You know, some of these magistrates, you know, come at 8 hours. You find that magistrate has something like 10 hours. MUNYINYA, if she says 8 hours, she's there 8 hours. And I'm appealing. I am appealing that please, in spite of this tribalism that is currently going on, let us not put everyone, you know, we start putting them in the box of some of these stupid people like Karaka Kastali, that idiot, Karaka Fiko, a very dirty Ntwanikani. You know, I mean, a person who cannot even dress up properly and bath properly. I mean, it's a very dirty guy. So these are not everyone, and that is my plea. That is where I'm calling responsibility. That let us be responsible. Let us be responsible. Let us look after each other. Let us look after each other. Napapata. Not every Tonga should be seen, you know, that this is a person who is diabolical, a person. No. Napapata. Please. Let us not start judging each other based on the name. Just because of Minok Southern Province, you start. No. It's not fair. It's not fair. I do understand you, Bapule. I do understand you. But there are people that we need to at least, you know, give the benefit of doubt. MUNYINYA, ama judges abale iminina who are able to stand. No. But that woman, even I'm here. One of the cases, issue of MUNYINYA is not a case that I'm telling you, even tomorrow, if I were to remain with a case of MUNYINYA, I'd not Tayali come back to Zambia, I will go back to Zambia and stand before MUNYINYA, because I know I'll get justice. At least she's one of the few. Even Karaka woman, Karaka Ntwanikani, Karaka woman, Mudi assault, you know. She convicted me, but I do understand her. Very good magistrate. Very good magistrate. Inshallah, But the point I'm trying to make is that, please, we start judging them. I think we are going to throw our country into turmoil if we are going to do that. Not everybody who is Tonga has got a mind of Hakainde Hichilema. No. They are very good Tongas. Me, my confidence, some of the people that my confidence, Vatonga. I've got this man who I have so much respect. He's a Tonga man. A proper Tonga boo. Proper Tonga boo. But he's a very good man. Very good man. Very good man. I have got a number of other people that I know. I've got I've got a daughter who is a Tonga. She's a Tonga daughter. She's Kubulayo. Wonderful young lady. Wonderful young lady. She's my daughter. I've got other people. I've got my own sister. My only one sister. I've got sisters also. I've got sisters, from my mother's side and from my father's side. From my father's side, the only sister I have. But actually, even from my mother's side, I mean, the husband is also lousy and whatever. So, please, let us not put everyone in the same box. That is my appeal. I know I've got a lot of people that follow me, a lot of people that listen to me. You are a lot of you that are listening to me. And I am taking this advantage. I'm taking this opportunity to appeal to you that, please, let us not follow Hakainde Hichilema's mind. Let us not, you want to label them, na papata. We shouldn't do that. You want to put them that. No. Because as far as I'm concerned, even Yui is part of the Zambezi force, but Yui does not operate on tribal. Yui slapped me around, but he didn't slap me not because I'm Bemba, no. He slapped me around because he wanted to instill fear in me. Not because I'm Bemba. His assistant. There is an assistant wakwa Yui Tamamu Ishiva. He's called Muleya. What is the first name? Anyway, he is a very good man. He's Tonga, but a very good man, a very wise Tonga. That man convinced me, to change my direction. When he called me in his office and he spoke to me, he made me change my mind and, say, okay, let me give a chance to these people. Who spelled it? It's a bloody an Easterner. Chimuzungwan Konde Chigilbert Pit. He's the one who destroyed whatever Imova Force headquarters you did to me. You did very well to me. Once I have respect for you. But whatever good work that you did on me, Chigilbert Piri spoiled it. Chimuzungwan Konde. So really, don't just take it and no, no kuku inoko baba. Weakness is everywhere. Even in Mubabemba, they are there. Who are these ministers who are talking too much? Vena chipoka mulenga na vena kabuswe. Eva lelanda. Vabemba. Eva lelanda kisha. Umuino mtonga ntwani kane. Gari nkombo na tutubala. Jack Mwimbu na tutubala. Everybody kuma radio busy defending if you are. So let us just be fair. Let us not just put it on one side. Uwuna care. Weakness is in everyone. But this is why for me I'm saying we need to come back together. We need Hakainde Hichilema to go because Hakainde Hichilema has brought tribalism. We need Hakainde Hichilema to go. But then balungeni omulai sana imwe. Na imwe no tukisa sana Muzungwani Konde and whatever vindictiveness. We are actually bringing, like for me, I am supporting you by Edgar Lungu because I know you have got experience. I know you have felt the suffering, you know, after Mwafma Mpower, Kaaka victimization and everything. I know I'm looking at you that you are one person that is going to come with a different heart. You are not going to start, you know, going after this one and that one. It happened, you know, what the first time here. And you have gone through some of these troubles. These challenges that you have gone through, they should be a lesson for you not to treat others the same way. You shouldn't be like Waaka in the Ichilema, come back and start saying, hey, I was on death row. Hey, whatever. You shouldn't be. You should come with grace. Come with grace to come and embrace anyone. We should not be targeting people. We should not be targeting MUNYINYA because MUNYINYA, she's stronger. No, we shouldn't. We shouldn't. We should embrace everyone. This is what I'm asking. And in Ndela Ndirapo, before I had Galungu Tabula is some State House, because you are going there. Ndela Ndirapo, and these are records. If these things will happen, me, I will not be part of it. Because I will not accept, you know, to be part of a government that is vindictive, a government that is bitter. No, I will not be. You know, I'm suffering. I'm suffering. Look, I'm shedding tears. On my 50th birthday, I'm shedding tears. It's not easy. It's not easy. But I am not willing to, you know, go for anyone. Not even Waaka in the Ichilem. Waaka in the Ichilem, in spite of all these things, when he leaves the State House, he should just be a former president, respected, not to be victimized. It shouldn't be. That is my prayer. And I'm telling you this, I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Hold me for this one. I will not sit and watch people being victimized. I will not watch people, you know, being paged, losing jobs because they are coming from a region. I will not. Not because it has been easy for me. I have suffered, and I think I've suffered quite a lot. Maybe more than some of the politicians. I have been treated terribly myself. So I know the pain of being victimized. I know the pain of being abused. I know. But I'm saying, please, it's time we stop this. It's time we put it aside. Let us focus on developing the country. We will never, Zambia will never develop. I know some of you, even when you make phone calls, you start making phone calls. Some of you say, my brothers and sisters, as long as we keep following people, for what they did, we are wasting time. There is money involved, even to prosecute people. There is money involved. Some of them, they were even flying to go and arrest Tayali. Nindarama shidia. Nindarama. Nindarama shidia. Edgar Lungu, Ngabam Senda, Maya Esther Lungu, Shan, Bakapokola, Nindarama shidia. And you are wasting time. We are discussing that instead of discussing how can we move forward as a country. How can we move forward as a country? So we need to move away from that. You are going through a lot of challenges. And but we are better off moving forward than looking back. We are better off moving forward than looking back. When I talk about study, to say is whatever, I'm not talking about him because he's a prosecutor. It is because of his mentality. So those who really, want to look at themselves as Tongas, as Bembas, as Nsengas or whatever, those, they shouldn't be in the limelight because they are going to drag us. So we all need to have a positive mind where we look at each other as Zambians. Like the way MUNYINYA is. MUNYINYA is, she's a good magistrate. Nami papata. Let us preserve people to honor Olabantu because of our politics, because of what is currently going on, because of Haka in the Ichilema. Let us not destroy good people. We need good people for our country to move. We need good people. So that is the issue. And Edgar Lungu, you are becoming president. I am appealing more to you. Na papata. Ine na papata Lungu ni papata sana. I don't want to continue this life. Let us just do the right thing. And the right thing that we can do is to embrace everyone. Which brings me to the people at the magistrate, at the Supreme Court, at the Concord. This case, all of us we know that this case shouldn't even be in court. Case eligibility shouldn't even be in court. It shouldn't be. We know. So Nami Papat, I'm appealing to you people about Concord. This case shouldn't be. It shouldn't even be. Let us not bring chaos in our country. Let us not bring chaos in our country. Whatever happened, whether whatever, it's gone. Because Edgar Lungu, where we are, Edgar Lungu is in front. He has gone. Edgar Lungu alikwata grace yakwati. I can't understand. I can't just understand it. And we can't understand it. Neither you understand it. You can't understand it. You can't just understand. I don't know. I don't know how God works. Edgar Lungu hasn't done much. And yes, I agree with you. I agree with you, some of you who say, no, Edgar Lungu has got this fault. Edgar Lungu. But Edgar Lungu, Naya. Nothing is going to stop Edgar Lungu from becoming president again. Nothing. Ndemieva. Waka inde ichilema. Vamdala ndemieva. Edgar Lungu Naya. And I'm not saying this because in them support and whatever. Inana alichangela. Ngansha mwene Edgar Lungu kwa tana nikane. Momentum. Kutina chako na aside. I'm telling you. Kutina chako na aside. Na chaira. But nimbona Edgar Lungu alewela. Whether wa HH walefuana ngutabalefwaya alewela. Whether wa libuzi walefuana ngutabalefwaya alewela. Whether Musamba alefwaya ngutalefwaya Edgar Lungu alewela. Whether Mumba Malila wants it or not, Edgar Lungu alewela. Whether va Munalula, va Judge Munalula, Justice Munalula balefwana ngutabalefwaya Edgar Lungu alewela. Edgar Lungu alewela. And those of you who are still struggling with that reality, you better come back to Thames. Ulia muntu alewela. Alewela ero kuwela alewela po chupile. It is tekumaka yako. It is not because of Edgar Lungu. It is not because of Edgar Lungu. Edgar Lungu hasn't done much. Edgar Lungu hasn't done. Njeveni, what has Edgar Lungu done? Just like when he became president, what did Edgar Lungu do? What did most of us say? Even me, I will never stop and I will never be shy to say this. That when Vasata was appointing Edgar Lungu, I looked at Given Lubinda, I said, this is the man. This is the man that should be president. And not that I was wrong. No, I was not wrong. Even today, I would still say, let Given Lubinda be president. If it has to happen, I would say I would not hesitate. Not that it's perfect. I know Given Lubinda now, especially now, because you know it. When is your friend, you differ, you reconcile, you know each other better. So I am even happy that we had our differences with Given Lubinda. I'm very happy that we had those differences. Because through those differences, I've come to understand Given Lubinda very well. I've come to understand. Ndalawandi, Given Lubinda. I understand you better. You are now a true friend to me. You are now a true friend. I don't understand it. So, but I'm talking about that time. Ido basata bale musala Edgar Lungu. Na alikuli given Lubinda. Eonale FYI ine. I worked to ensure that given Lubinda, files those nominations. I worked. I threw myself there. Where was the Edgar Lungu? I don't know. Let the power. Look at Edgar Lungu. Bali mushirire power. He had the instrument of power. Instrument of power. Musa mwenye guys kotivaisa. Let power. This does not. You don't deserve this. Edgar Lungu yo abapera. I know kuya. Kirikiti. Uyo. Yali muwerere power. Bamao sampaba isaba kolokota kwa kwati ni vivi ne bale kolokota. Ba kolokota. At the end of the day, Edgar Lungu became president. It is the same scenario that we have now. You people who will try to fight Edgar Lungu, you will just find yourself in a situation, I don't know. And you might just risk the country, going into turmoil. You won't stop Edgar Lungu from becoming president. You won't. YHH, you will not stop Edgar Lungu for coming back. You will not. The only thing that you can do is not to make life difficult for some of us. YHH, don't make life difficult for some of us who want you to come and be respected as former head of state. Because if you bring confusion, it will be difficult even for some of us to speak for you to say, no, Babkateka, please, let the man be. Let the man be as a former president. Don't go for him. Don't do what he did to you. It will be difficult. I'm not wavering on this one. I know Edgar Lungu is going to come back, and I know he cannot leave me. He can't leave me. I'm going to be part of his government. And when I'll be part of his government, I'm not going to be a bootlicker. No ways. I'm not going to be a press singer. No ways. No ways. I'll be talking. I'll be telling to say, no, not this. Wrong things. I'll be able to say, not if. So even some of you people, we don't want to come and see a situation where Bakatampokula ni conquer. We want to build Zambia. That is my mission of being part of the Edgar Lungu government. And you won't stop it. No one is going to stop Edgar Lungu from becoming president. Did you watch the pictures? I've posted a video. Kuli first Chonya and then Kulast Kuli Mwachimona. Did you see? Have you seen the pictures? And that was just per High Court. Imagine if a scenario is allowed where Edgar Lungu is free, like what is happening in Malawi. Because in Malawi, they have got issues, but at least the opposition have been allowed to hold rallies. In Malawi, they were having rallies. So imagine if Edgar Lungu was to have a rally. Imagine that, just Edgar Lungu was to have a rally. Imagine if Edgar Lungu was to go and have a rally in the Copper Belt. Did you see today? Watch the pictures. Yes, you can say, no, those people were brought and whatever. People don't just come. Even if you have got money, people don't just come. Not what we saw there. Uyumuntunaya imonami papat. Uyumuntunaya is gone. Vahaka in the Ichirema. Start preparing yourself. Start preparing your exit. But exit nicely. Don't cause confusion. Let him come in, and for some of us, we will be standing by you. Ina will be standing by Haka in the Ichirema. The same way I stood with you when you were arrested for whatever, I will stand with you. And it is not a time to come and fix Haka in the Ichirema. No. We don't want that. God is bringing you back. But God is not bringing you back to come and cause problems for others. God is bringing you back to come and give relief to Zambian people. To come and give them relief. Look at what is happening. Look at what was disclosed today in Parliament. You people are going without electricity, and these people are exporting electricity. How do you export electricity when your people don't have electricity? How do you do that? How do you do that? And no, these agreements were signed. How do you sign these agreements without considering that you have enough? And okay, fine, even when you were agreeing this, it was enough and whatever. Look at the compensation. How much do we have to compensate? Because some of you, UPND or press singers, you are coming up to say, no, if we have to abrogate the contract, it is going to cost us so much. Can you compare the money that we have to pay those countries to the money that we are losing? Loss in terms of production. Can you compare? Can you compare what we are losing? If you quantify, you put a value to the loss that we are having for so many hours of load shedding. Can you compare with the money that we have to pay to those countries to cancel those contracts? You can't compare. But these are the weaknesses of Hakainde Hichilema, which is making Edgar Lungu to come back. But naka grace fi emokali Lungu na kwata grace Lungu alebwela. You people are praise singers. You people who are saying no, we will circumcise him. Turn down, Ivani. Turn down. Kabuswe. I'm talking about you. I'm mentioning this because you people, you two ministers, you are very vocal and you are being careless. You are even being more careless than your UPND. So imamuli ba munyina nende miebo kwa bati ilio mulelanda mule shintu kila pakulanda pantu yumuntu mulefwa mule salula hiyo nabwe shama panga Edgar Lungu bwe shama panga Edgar Lungu tale tapo amapango po awela mpawa Edgar Lungu taye bapo omuntu atiyo sende amapanga yafumine kuli imwe yafumine kuli ba UPND eko yafumine. So bane teka nyeni we know teka nyeni. Hello, some of you you are our friends. You are our friends. So we don't want to be talking about you whatever. And by the way, let me conclude by saying, you know, there was a statement that came from John Sango. But John Sango came out and say, look, that short clip was taken out of context. So Bamdalava John Sango, I know I spoke about that. If I said something that you know you are not happy about, I am sorry. Please forgive me. I have respect for you. So if I said something, you know, in response to that video, otherwise, I appreciate your statement. I read your statement. Thank you for making that clarification. Anyway, let me open phone lines so that mulande kona imwe ninda ndapatu ntutu ingi sana ni mumwa chimbusha tetinde kefye, you know, without you saying something. The phone line, you know the phone line, you can call that line and make your contribution. You can pick on any issue or you can bring in any issue of your interest. You can bring in any issue of your interest. But na papata, you people who talk to my mother, go and greet my mother. Go and tell my mother that your son is okay and is greeting you. Hello? Hello?
Hello? Happy birthday, Bachilufya Tayali.
Thank you.
Thank God for your life.
Thank you.
No. Bachilufya Tayali of your Mwalandapa. Muliamano. Although people are listening because you've got a huge following. Anyone who doubts what you say, it's their own fault. But at the end of the day, people, we saw the video, and people now are not even scared about going to show support for ECL.
Mm.
And you know why people are doing that, Bachilufya? The equation is simple. abantu balechula mu Zambia, and the person that promised them whatever he was promised them has not fulfilled anything. And then the other thing I would say, before I let others call, Zambians, Kaunda started this country on one Zambia, one nation. Let us not allow any person to divide us.
Indeed.
We are all Zambians. Any person that comes and starts dividing us is not good for Zambia. Thank you, Bachilfi, and God bless you and happy birthday.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Hello?
Hello, Bachilfi. Actually, nakateke tomulandira ati train yawa kwediga lungu naiya.
Ala naiya, Ilya. Naiya mdala. Ero ile butuka.
What happened today palapaiko? Panyama supporters wale abachisa. Wachi walita niwa UPN, wando kubuinga idigalungu.
Oh!
So after wafika pali watani kama instructions wachiwewa nokupiliuka nokamba kusupporta idigalungu.
Unanjeba?
Yes.
Abachisa ni wa UPND. Uko watu wamubuinge.
Yes. UPND cadres were booked on a bus attack to go there and continue without Edgarungu again. Reaching there, about the boy, what to do? Chanting, Edgarungu.
Mulanje, Mamma Nanum.
Yes. This train has gone completely.
Naiya. Iyana Naiya. Uafitala akaimwena hapa if ya chini. No, thank you my brother. Thank you. Hello.
Hello, Bachilfi Tayali.
Hello.
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 Yes, Bachilfi Tayali.
Mkwai.
Happy birthday, Muntu.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Amashi murera ndabachilfi Tayali. Yakankara sana kuchalo. Na waleko mkafie kuino sana. The whole way of meaning Zambian. No more way of meaning Zambian. Should appreciate atawa mashuwa yakankara. So ndefo kubarira pocha kwewa ati ili wa Edgarungu balesa mukuteka leti mdua we nangu bakati adopt abai chaba pala imwe because we have seen there is a good example in parliament.
Sana
we talk of Munia Zulu,
Binwell.
we talk of Binwell Mpundu,
no, you engineer.
we talk of the abductor. No, the abductor JJ.
No, you might try Christopher.
Nabambi.
Udia Ntwankan. Udia Munanko kwa Binwell. Kangombe. Christopher Kangombe.
Tulande kuri kamayoka Jini Chisenga. So, ichile fuaya kuchinja narrative ya parliament. Abakote bonse mudia. Bafwire bafuma mwaisa ma vibrant youths like you. So, the message barungwero
although mleva chama youth in 50 years old.
The oldest youth. So, ero chimbeso ndefo kulanda.
Let me feel good by myself. Nineshukuru Mwamba for take daughter, a granddaughter Mwamba. I love you Mwamba.
Tuatotera sana bashiku.
Yeah,
tuatotera bashikuru Mwamba.
Please London.
Ero chimbi cho ndefo kulanda chakwe bati abama judges wa Concord. bekonkerera ifyo bakainde ekirema balefwaya beena okukita bakainde ekirema bakonke enchito yabo bantu n'abayimwena leero bali abayica bakiya kulya bambi bakifuma kuyunza pirapine babapeera endarama kuyabuwa ero bafika kulya bapiribuka ebyakefo lyakibanga
but nachipapa sana nati bafunya kuisa kareji bakapokola no bekata
awe
nachipapa sana inega
awe kai bakapokola bakibafimba pamenso bakiya nga bayu nga bali amukubuwa balungu nomba kyamupamba basapapa bonse bapiribuka batampa ukulumba lungu
alanaya
so it's a wake up call
awo naya ulya muntu
kuli UPND government se wake up call nepo bekere na bera n'abazimuna kinshi kikitikerelo
naya ulya muntu naya
eba mashu yambye abena Zambia benga mona sana niya mwachiranda pali balungu balungu nangutia tabapwililika yes
awe
but he is much better
sana
than ba HH
awo sana ukutalifye
ero n'omutima w'abalungu ife mule balomba tetibese bakonke ba HH awe balungu balesa mukulungika ekyalo echansi yabo tubapere chansi bese balungika ekyalo
emkwai
ero nachuka kuno nakaipa mulandu wakwa
na pusheni mkwai so that ipele ko bambi
emkwai pa mulandu waba jeje ba HH bengachita bali abantu babo badile emiranda nga balefu abachindane nga president bapere inshira yakukita investigate bali abantu balabe ko pia kulanda pali ba jeje pia kunu moko
awo na totela hello
balabe ko pia kulanda
hello
mwawombeni bachirivya tayali
mkwai shani mai
bueno first ngefo kumitako na wish happy birthday
na totela
mukwa Jesuma ndefo kulanda ko fene first rwa malaiti muzambi
ayabale shitisha imule chula
imagine kuti waya twala bread kubana paneba imunganda ngobe mushiri bread muri nsala kushiri chimuri nomweyo awo te nomu bachushi na chiyumva sana mu parliament ba Christopher Kangombe achitaipushi awo itachuwe mechi inenjikala mu South Africa load shedding yalipoa load shedding
yalo tabachiranda pono kulanda popa how much we exporting to South Africa because we know that they are exporting also to South Africa but tabachiranda
that's what is there awe batulekeshebo because abantu tetumfu kuyona ifwe ukoko tulekana bakwata malaiti yero karo chikibale dandalo bata malaiti balishtisha it's not fair
na totela
kulefuna chapa chindando for today na cha first can contribute kwa malaiti kwena mkwa chisi no batayari
mkwa hello yes
batari mrisha
wena fashion name
wena happy birthday
thank you very much thank you
natotera ndifo kulanda ko face pali ba student abate mukuwomfya bashanku basenda train mukuwera balungu train mukustashani amshuwa bambi bali umfu wako ndifo abankutike bwino sana mo basenda train tuchite bali mituma bafyashibwe not kabeni kuskuru mwankuwera balungu mulangu sendera mama tipo bala balungu bakalamba kuchana bafyashibwe bambimwe batebo muya mkuwera mwakula tipi lwa mufe mukasanga tamupasa uko mpo mwera ku maskuru bambi mkambo kuwera limbirama n'abamipa tamakeshibe sukasangwa kukuda mkule ko muyakuza bantu mwe mwana vina mabumba yeza musangwa kuja kula abantu abengi sana abantu balenda n'abafuula balina efintu ku mitima oli mwamukula kimuwere balungu bakamyuma bakamipaire pala pena sashibe nokese nkumisa ndange ekitumbi mwamona so mwe bafeke yafunga mwakula kuma mukubami tumatyo kabyeni mukuwera balungu bamere mpera mande tukwacha kabyeni mukuwera balungu wasendera kwe tipo bali ande tukwacha mune kwata ko inso nomo inso kubakalamba na imwe mukaba bakalamba wande mukavuga ku mipero muchinji bayedi kalungu bakalamba sana bakupero muchinji mwina konkesha bakainde chile mabaleya so nochukaba konkeresha pantu bakafuma po mukafiro kwata ku Mr. Defend
na totera munyina
atote
hello
Hello,
yes please.
Mr. Tayali, you're okay, boss?
I'm okay, thank you.
Sure, sir. Just wanted to highlight
I don't
a
know
few
your
things.
phone. I don't know if you are close to another phone or the speaker, so there is a feedback.
Okay. No, should have been the speaker. So just a few issues. Bringing in the issue of tribe in politics. I do have an issue with that. Because the politicians, you are more like trying to divide the nation on the lines of tribe, which is a normal human response, so to say. Because division itself, if we say, for instance, we divide Zambia, Eastern, Northern, to rule itself, Southern, Western, Northwestern, to rule itself, okay? There will come a time when we say, why should the Easterners will ask, why should the Northerner rule us? Okay? Why should someone from Muchinga rule us? Okay? There will come a time, okay, for instance, let's subdivide it again.
My brother, I don't want to,
Yes.
I'm not cutting you short. I don't want to talk so much about this issue of tribalism, because really, the issue of tribalism, the problem starts with the president. It starts with Hakainde Hichilema. And I'm talking about Hakainde. Yes, it starts with Hakainde Hichilema. It starts with Hakainde Hichilema.
I'm trying
Wait, let me tell you.
I do follow you,
Bwana,
Mr. Chirupia.
No, Bwana, listen.
This issue goes all the way down
it is
to a
Hakainde
family
Hichilema.
unit.
It is
No,
Hakainde.
can
It
I
doesn't
just
go.
say-
Nakana, iwe,
Can I
nakana.
just put my
Nakana.
Even in a family, you will have
Iyo nakana. You can't talk about a family. We don't have tribalism in the families. We don't have it. We don't have tribalism in the family. It is Hakainde Hichilema who has brought tribalism in the country. That's why we are even talking about it. Before Hakainde Hichilema came in, we didn't have tribalism the way we have it now, where somebody is standing up to say, I cannot be judged by a Tonga. We never had this. Hakainde Hichilema has brought this because he himself is practicing tribalism by first putting only concentrating on certain people from a certain region, from one region. Not that these people are bad. No. Not that these people are bad. Not that these people don't deserve to be appointed. The only thing is that he is supposed to balance, but he's not balancing. And because he's not balancing, and some of the statements that he's making, they are making people to react. So it is not that in families we have tribalism. We don't have tribalism. We don't have tribalism in families. We don't have tribalism amongst ourselves when we are associating. I've told you, I've got a lot of Tonga friends. I've got Tonga relatives. My niece is Tonga. So how can you tell me about family? There is no tribalism in families. It is Hakainde Hichilema. By the way he's appointing, by the way he's conducting himself, what he says, it is what is making other people now to react and start making statements whereby they are saying, no, because it's Tonga, I don't want to be judged because of Hakainde Hichilema. So to Apapa, let us not create a narrative. Nakano. If you have got another narrative, go and set up your platform and run that narrative. Here, I want to run a correct narrative. We don't have tribalism amongst ourselves. The problem is Akainde Ichirema. That is the narrative that I have. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
I'm quite a moment.
Not to Mumbai. I just want to add the same topic. And also disagree with it is a tribalism. Background
with Tapava.
This one is Lodi, this one is Tonga, this one is Amanga, this one is Ngoni. We just relate. That's why we even imagine whether we like, we like. Not even what it starts on the family.
Nakana sana, naikana.
That's why even on this program, you can certainly say the Tongas are very good people. When you go to their villages,
yes,
people that are living with you, without looking at you as a better. So let's not focus on there on the family level. No, sharp people. And you did very well to get that. Propaganda.
When I can.
These things have started just recently. Populate chief around the
hate speech. Hate speech. Twale joking na batonga, twale baita Aisha. Aisha. We used to joke like that. Masholi. They used to call me Masholi when I was in Western Province. No, but not fichinga na
our leaders who are trying to divide us, who are trying to propagate tribalism, like what you said. Our leaders should not be coming on. But that's why we are like you, Mr. Pride. When it comes to these things, you are all ever on a genuine side.
No, thank you, man. Hello? Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, network is a challenge, but now I'm able to.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to contribute as well over this tribalism thing. Tongans are not tribal.
No.
When you look at, I can give you an example. I went to buy just a small narrative. I went to buy maize in Chikuni area. Those people will come to me very well. I'm not even near them actually. Yeah, but when the UPND came in government in short, and the narrative on tribalism, it was amplified. And that is our issue. Yeah, because tribalism, you can, to be honest, it was here and there.
Yes, of course, which is natural thing.
But it was not amplified.
Yes, it's natural. You know, when you meet somebody who speaks your same language, you feel comfortable. you know, not to catch you, my brother, like here, today I went to church and I saw two black guys, you know. When I just saw them, we smiled at each other. We felt like, you know, but you know, when I tried to talk to them, I mean, I realized they are from a French-speaking country, so we couldn't even chat. But just by the fact that I saw that they are black, you know, there was that car, you know. So you are right with what you're saying. Please go ahead.
Yes.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I've lost that one. Hello?
Yeah. So it has been amplified now. Hello.
Yes, we can hear you. Oh, sorry. Hello?
Oh, that's yeah. Happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. I just want to talk about the issue of tribalism. Tribalism, we don't have it on the ground. Tribalism, in the Oh, my network is so poor.
No, we can hear you. You are okay.
Okay. The time I in the Islam came into politics, that's when tribalism was born in the political system. Okay. There is one animal we are failing to mention. When Againda came into the political scene, there's this narrative to say it's time for Tonga to have a Tonga president.
Yes.
Some of us were objected to that. Some of us were objected to that. We are never going to have a Tonga president, and we are misquoted. In the sense that there is no country called Tonga. There's only a country called Zambia, and we are going to have a Zambian president, irrespective of the type that Zambian president will come from. We criticize that narrative to say Tonga president, Tonga president. Now we have poisoned the Tongans. Okay? And go to your way. We should not victimize Tongas. Tongas are not bad people.
It's very bad.
Tongas are Tongas. I don't have a problem, I run for them. Okay? I've got my grandniece, nephew, my niece from Poor Lodges. And others are Tongas. I've got my sister who are married to Tonga. Okay? So this narrative of having a Tonga president, what that problem in Zambia and this division? HH has spoken to them. How can you go to Southern Province and start telling Tonga that you are insulted, you are beaten for speaking Tonga in the city? That's very defensive.
Yes.
Okay. If the language is a problem, not the problem.
How is a problem, that man?
Yes, one thing we can do when we talk government, please, we need to teach them about patriotism. Because now we're on our phone. Okay? Patriotism, and everyone who is working in the president, don't need them to lose jobs. No, they are our brothers and sisters. They also need to fend for their families, please. Let's just teach them about patriotism and the importance of this patriotic to an individual a political party. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hello?
President Tayali,
Bueno, Bwanje. Hello?
President Tayali, hello.
Yes.
Nkhani ya tribalism tayari inamba kuingia kutoka 2022 kupofika hapa 2024. Because ever since I was born in 1980, 44 years, yonse 40 kapanga kama 42 years ifa tribalism sinavimbelekwa ndine best friend wanga ine sinza mentioning first name yake but sign name yake ni Mutonga. We've been friends ever since we were kids. Maybe kapani mma grade 1 until now.
Naine mwana
Nyambe Morozi.
Naine mwana nina Mutonga. We grew up in the same neighborhood. We even learned a bit of Tonga. Kaiko. Kaiko. He's a childhood friend. Kaiko wa MUNYINYA. Sorry to mention you, my brother, but you know, you are one of those friends. We never knew about that it is a problem. So you are right what you are saying, my brother. Go ahead.
Maona, so in a foot again, nina wambinji wa MUNYINYA futi, he was my second best friend.
You see?
Not even a single day, bwana Tayali, amene tinamverako ife amatribal, enzonita na kusense nyenda kuja kwao, abwera kuja kwa. Sinabimberepa, chemo wanabwera che watate watu wa HH wa mdaa, patikanya tribalism ya sokoro, kapela inabwera bisa maku. So, sometimes wa Tayali, chimambe sana kuipa chao tukambelo kwa muntu, kama pali nkanya tribe. Mwae wana just, wafuna kama kutishita divide ya ndokutawa na antamene tinakula na wewe. Otherwise, this is not nice. Pali platform yanu Tayali, pali platform yanu hapa, nje pali pempele wantu voice hapa wali kuzambia. Nati, please na papa ata mazambia, tienti kule wamene tina kulira without back tribe, tienti pitilize kukondana. Wamene azamba kweta konganya tribalism. Azamba konekela eka, saka onekela oipa ndani, kwa zuwa ipa ata waeka wa Tayali. Siko mkwambi wa Tayali. Enjoy your birthday to the fullest, my guy.
Thank you. And you know, just what this guy has said. I went to Kuliva Chief Mukuni. I felt welcomed. He welcomed me. I mean, I felt so comfortable there. Up to today, I still look at Chief Mukuni as my father. I'm so comfortable. Even, you know, when we exchange text messages, I feel comfortable. So really, I mean, oh, come on, guys, come on. Hello?
Good evening.
Hello?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, how are you? Happy day.
Thank you very much.
Yes, I just want to talk about the Republic President.
Hello? Yes, we can hear you. If you can try to speak up loudly because we are hardly hearing you.
Okay.
Yes, that's better.
Yeah, the president is not qualified to be called a president because their character and behavior does not portray to that office. He's not the president that try to check before he talks. And most of the time, we know that when the president is addressing the media or the public, he leaves the script.
Yes.
But according to the way we know the president, the way he behaves, he begins to talk about things on his own, outside what he has been given to read. And I don't know, is the first president who thinks very low in terms of speaking. He speaks carelessly.
Yes.
Even the military or the police, I think most of the time they wonder.
Yes, it's true. It's very true.
Because he is insensitive in terms of speaking. He has no diplomacy and secrecy. No secret at all. There's something when you are about to speak in public, you don't just speak out because you need to know the repercussion.
Yes.
But most, it's like there's no. I've never seen a president instructing the police to arrest or the court to restart the case that was closed a long time ago.
Imagine.
So, he is very low. Even a kid, even a useless person can tell that this one is not qualified. Is not a presidential material. Because they are advisors. They are protocol. If you have been given a list of something that you need to talk about, just stick to what you have been taught to speak about. Don't start bringing in things that are not necessary. It was disappointing for a president to talk about JJ in public.
Imagine.
Zambia is bigger than JJ.
You know?
But out of all things that are important in the country, you start talking about one person in the country.
Imagine.
So it means that JJ is now ruling the whole country. When there are a lot of difficulties, problems that Zambians are facing, you know. So the president, in fact, it's a shame. We are all ashamed to even call him a president. I can't even subscribe to that nonsense he does.
Thank you.
So, thank you very much, Mr. Joshua Tayali, but President Kayinde is not qualified to be called a president. He's just a useless creature like any animal.
Sorry, I apologize for that. Yeah, I mean, I know, let's not be emotional. Let's still respect him as a person. We should not touch on his personality. For me, I talk politics. I don't go personal. I don't bring in, other people that are not involved, like the family. I don't. So please let us try to be mindful of that. I know how you feel. I do understand how you feel. But please, let us moderate ourselves. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, please.
Hello, good evening and happy birthday.
Thank you very much, sir.
At least you are half a century. Is it half a millennium?
Yeah, no, I used to pray a lot to just reach this one. I feel like at least,
But kanono femoja, kanono. Let me sang
Yes, please go ahead, my brother.
I was actually laughing from the previous call.
Yes.
That is an expression for a 20 or maybe let me say for a 15 million people right now in Zambia.
It's true. I agree.
I don't know about that.
People are upset indeed.
I'm someone who has never gone to bed without eating.
Is it?
Ever since I was born until this year. And when you are talking, some people would say that there is that arrogance in the UPND, but arrogance yamba I just wanted to touch a bit about ACL. A lot of us have been called names. I can confess here, I've never loved ACL. Not even a bit.
Is it?
From 2014, I said the man he's got no leadership qualities, he's got no voice. Nombe chintu, batasha dulia chafwa na gulia chaselato.
You see?
Here I am. I can confess to you today. Previous call about but standing the two guys shoulder to shoulder, I will not waste time looking at HH. I will not waste time. And a lot of people are getting it wrong when they see a lot of people supporting Lungu. It's a very simple reason why we are going for Lungu. It's very simple. We don't love him, but we only want to use him to get this man out of power at all costs.
Thank you.
Let people think that way.
Thank you. It's true.
We just want to use him. No one else we can use. No one.
Thank you.
And let not people think outside. If we make a mistake and say no, Lungu is useless or whatever,
no one is going to remove him. It's true, my brother. Just a bit there. Just a bit there with that point that you have raised. This is a point that I've also been talking about. Even some of us, we have got presidential ambitions. I'm 50 years old now. I also want to become president. But I can't manage. I can't manage. That's why I am saying, first rungu achipoke, ero number tuke seambo kulua. So it is also a call for other oppositions. There is no opposition leader that can manage.
I'm even surprised why Vamembe is still solo. Let him come. Let him join Lungu. Lungu, we can even make him resign halfway.
Yes.
As long as people of Zambia, let's rise up.
You are very right.
Not rising up fighting, but let's support this Lungu in order for us to get rid of this man. There's misery in the country I've never seen before. I've seen all the governments change hands from Keke until now. Shamonapo.
No, you have made a very good point,
this
my brother.
hate speech. How do we only select people to jail? How do we only select people that they are the ones practicing hate speech? How do we even come to describe the hate speech itself? I don't know. I haven't read that. How is it described? Like someone said to say, we've never had any tribal without politics. It only becomes tribal when it involves politics. There was that comment, I think I've been seeing it of late, which wants to go into football now. We don't want that.
Yeah. No.
We have lived happily since we were born. We can move from western to eastern, southern to northern. There's nothing like you feel inferior or whatever. Let not politics divide us, people.
Thank you very much, my
brother. Stand the ground. Thank you so much. Enjoy your birthday.
Thank you. Hello? Hello?
Tayali.
Mkwa.
How are you, my comrade?
No, I'm okay, thank you.
Well, we are also okay back home here. Let me start with our Dan Pule. This is Comrade Mukosa.
Yes, Mukosa, go ahead.
Nada bomairo pene nambera wadani pule wakamba kuti no, I don't want kanyanga kuti ikambiwe na judge wa Chitonga. So nakaenza nata amdala wa manje wakamba kwani. Because lawyer wao ni Mtonga. Judge si wakuna Mtonga. Lawyer Hanzala ni Mtonga. Hivi ni wasakwiwa wene wazainde wanaenda nao kuja kulingana na mao yene wa machosa yao di Zambezi provinces. Na wewe ni waku Zambezi province. So now my question was, imanje ngati sembe kwenze kuti ni Mtonga. Akamba kuti zinifuna kani yanga ikambiwe na Movemba. Imwe wazatu wamene mukwanisa kukamba. Semberero kuli bwanjire.
Mwana.
Because sembe iliko mdala.
Maningi.
Sembe iliko mwawaona watonga. So because
I would have been bad.
So for me, yes. So for me, comrade, I think ikani tribalism tisaishe entertain maningi. More especially my politicians, because this tribalism thing, mugangana ongani ama chechezi ama marriages is not there. Muzaenda northern munapeza wakuwe southern province, western province, eastern province wankala kwa mene kucha. Then these people, what they have not realized is that there is children who are product of intermarriages. Like when Nyambe Mulenga, when Mutare Mwanza. Now ngati mwambo basanga kuti aba ni bachite, bazangala kuti. So I'm very afraid that some of these political parties have entertained this tribal talk. Because the UPND from the time of 2006, after Abaja, many ones wanakamba, no, hapa menanga taking a church pani, ni Mutonga, chiwayo, mazokenze Mutonga, after Abaja batokako. Oloi mwabatayari pamene mulira. Simu ngani uze kulo mwozo official wa UPND, wamena anachosa komao ya tribalism. They tried to
Mukosa. You see, we agree with each other. We agree very well. Where we differ, from my point of view, I agree with everything that you are saying. I totally agree. The problem for me is it starts with Hakainde Hichilema. The president has been very careless on this one. And we cannot run away from it. He has been very careless. And like some of the statements that he has made, they have contributed to the situation that we have. So we need to...
Like which one?
No, Apotizamba Kushushanya. So let me just leave it there. Let me just leave it there. Because the president said these hegemonies, they didn't believe that somebody from another region can rule this country. That is tribalism by itself. You know, he was not elected because he's Tonga. He was elected because people thought he's an alternative. But if he comes in and he starts saying, you know, I mean, they never believed that somebody from another region can rule Zambia. These people, they have been stealing from the time of independence. That is a big statement. From there, we talk about the appointments. A number of appointments have been concentrated on the Zambezi region. We have also have other statements coming from people, you know, from this other region who have not been taken to task on this hate speech. But hate speech is only against the Tongas. These are some of the issues that we are talking about, and they are in public domain for everyone to see. Hello?
Hello, Tayali. Chungula mkwai.
Mkwai.
Tayali. Defo nande kwe chintu chimona ngufibiri. Abadensu awama ku Southern Province abatonga banfala simasana.
Nemkwai.
Ngana timu yebe kori bitamo hapo kumutunga province. Bari kala abatonga obusaka sana. Mpiko kwa afika kushiwa ngandi kuri bari kwatama famu bino sana. Bari kala umutende sana takwa no wako. Nomba baba echechawa nalabo mutya umutundo wabo watanya abantu. Ba echechi bayitemo afebeka. Nga mwamo no fuba chitakumupani baile ku Saudi Arabia wapanga kampani mu 2022 ebantu baisa ishabe no kuisisa kampani kamupani bae church bali ba selfish eno bali bana kwati bali changela sala. That's why bali file lungu, because now that lungu na kwata information ino sana. Filia basa tabapokele upgrade. Bapokele zamte okuli ba upgrade. Kachitika kumupani because ba bali temwisha. Kuya sendo mgoti usunge chalo baipela zene. Tabaremba wino wa HH.
Awe.
Ibo fino po na perera.
Na totera. Yeah. Anyway, I think we have said a lot for tonight. You know, let me rest. It's morning here, so usually, I mean, my days are so confused around here. But I thank you. Oh, this brother has come back. Let me allow him. I'm sure. Hello.
Mr. Tayali.
Yes, my brother, you have come back. Let me allow you to speak out so that you usaende kugona na kumutima. You know, today is my birthday. You should go and sleep happy.
Sure.
Please go ahead. Speak your mind.
I feel I was judged wrongly.
Okay, please, my brother, go ahead. Sorry.
Yes.
Express yourself.
I didn't call to talk as in against maybe spreading tribalism.
Okay.
Yes, I was just trying to expose maybe a tactic that you as politicians might be using.
Okay.
You see, as an individual, we do have that feeling, like the example that you gave. You went to that church, you see your fellow black men, and you felt that, you know, that belonging.
Yes.
Yes. Now, what I'm trying to say is, when I gave the example to say, if things go to west, Zambia is split. We go north, we go south. There will still be divisions to say, why should Duba Mutale be the leader instead of Bachireshe? Okay, because it's an individual feeling out. You can take it down to family. You have this uncle saying, why should he chair the meeting, the family meeting, instead of this one? We've had one tribe having succession disputes, saying, why should that house produce the headman? Nimimba ingono ija. Why is watenga omimba iku? People will be killing each other, but the same tribe, same family. So we can't run away from that feeling of someone feeling belonging. Okay? So my plea is just to you politicians to say, our reign will end soon. We just have maybe 30 years. We all die. We have these families. You have Kia there.
Please don't. Why? You
Sorry,
just talk.
Sorry.
Don't.
But
please.
We just want a continuation of the country. Because if we take it that Pamutundu, PF itself, check its cabinet, then it was, you would call it was east and north. Mamwana, did Baba UPND make a lot of noise as it is? Okay.
Now
they use it as their campaigning tool, but yes.
Yeah, you see, I can feel where you are inclined. I can feel where you are inclined. But look, the point is that even if PF it was like that then, it is not justifiable that it should be like that in UPND. It shouldn't be. This argument of trying to say, no, in PF it was like this, you know, and therefore it should look like it's okay now. No, this is not right. And some of us didn't subscribe to some of these things, you know. Some of us, we didn't. I mean, otherwise we wouldn't have been arrested.
It's not.
And this is why even today I was saying that I'm not canonizing by Edgar Lungu. I'm saying even those things that were happening, Muriba Lungu, when he comes back, they shouldn't continue. So some of us, we do acknowledge that there was something wrong even with PF. Except that now, most of these things are worse off than where we were. And some people, when we complain, now they want to say, no, but even in PF it was like that. No, that is not good.
This is not my narrative, so to say.
Well,
Yes. So what I'm trying.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's not just use the issue of tribe in front. Let's just politic with ideas. Because trust me, what is on the ground, I've heard many callers saying tribalism is not on the ground. Trust me, it's there. These are the things that we feel on a daily.
This is where we are not agreeing with each other, my brother. How can you tell me?
Listen to me.
No. Wait. You are Tonga. You are Tonga. When have you ever gone in a bus and before you sat down, you asked to say, "Hey, Mwana, which tribe do you belong to?" Or when you see a girl,
these are things that are happening right now.
Unakana.
We are
okay, chapo boy now, chapo nakana. Ine nakana. Ine ishide fimona, and I don't want that to be imprinted in people's mind. This thing of tribalism is just being used by the politician. But otherwise, really, where we live, we don't have issue with this one is Tonga, this one is Bemba, this one is Los. We really don't have an issue. Yes, here and there it would come up, but really it is not a problem. Hello?
Yeah. Hello?
Yes, please.
Just one final part of it. Hello?
Yes. Yes.
You see, Mukosa, what he's talking about, when he tries to refer days of Longo, if you remember some time back, Longo tried to bring in some Netherlands, some UPND people into the system.
Yes.
But they were warned. They were actually, even that, remember that time he went to some MP in, is it in Katura or where? And also in Katiwe. They were told, if any of you get close to whatever is happening to the government, you are finished. You know. So it was not that it was actually, I mean, he failed. They just refused. If they were accepting that Lungu can appoint them, most of them would have been in Lungu's government.
Like Siamunene, Richard Siamunene, remember, is it Richard Siamunene, that the former defense minister?
Yes.
You know, and then there is also that other young man from Itezteji, you know, who was also appointed. You know, I think Lungu tried. And you remember he went so many times to Northwestern. So many times.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway.
And let's remember, he was very close to Nkombo and even this Mwemba.
Yes.
He wanted actually to work with them, but it was difficult. They also wanted to work with him, but they were scared of their boss.
Yeah.
Thank you, my dear. Enjoy your birthday.
Thank you. Hello?
They were scared of their boss.
Hello? Hello?
Yes, boss.
Yes.
Yes, Mr. President.
Yes. How are you?
Bueno,
Bueno.
How is the program that is very nice. Today, this is my first time for you. Yes. So what I wanted to say is that encourage the president to at least bare monekera ko kumusafina bari konko. Abantu bari before. Yes. So and what the other thing we can do is that the first section of mutka iko zangu fubaye babaisha kona ngubantu sirafina abantu bari before.
Ubwafya mwana ubulipo bwakwe bati bala bakonka ba Edgar Lungu, you know, bala bakonka sana. So we should also be mindful of how much Balungu can do, because ngabalungu ngabafuma kuba konka lelo bachi baleka pantu bale yakukoti, you know. So ngabale fuma vile bale monekera,
it's big.
It's becoming it is a little bit dangerous. and even kukwata motoka ya sunroof vale enda filia ka situation takadi wino sana. So I think we must
I agree on that one.
We must be very careful on what he can do at the moment, considering the environment.
Okay, but I see that people are now concerned about his case because abantu bakubale isafira nishi they want something from the court.
Definitely.
Yes, and yes, and I want to recommend you about the work that you are doing. Ine muno mzambe na lisa monati abakwete from umpasho wabasata tamuti nomba I can say the spirit of Michael Chilufya Satamuri.
Natotela.
Yes, so imwenga mwapita fe ninebo mfe mwabalira poko tax.
No, natotela.
Mambo ba president.
No, for natotela. Le somwine atutangilile. Thank you mwana.
Achani?
Le somwine atutangilile.
Mpose kofia mano.
Iyo le somwine atutangilile natotela mune. Hello?
Hello, Mr. President.
Yes, sir.
How's the morning? Mr. President, I just want to, I was touched. I don't know, did you watch the videos? I watched the videos at the court today.
Yeah.
My brother, one thing I want to commend you for this program is that the so-called, you call them Kukulu, they hear this program a lot, and I've come to believe that they listen to this program.
They do.
Because even the last time when they had a presser by the Secretary to the Cabinet, Tabu Kawana was called to come and be the moderator. He could not stand to the podium because I think he listened to this program.
Yeah. No, they do.
He couldn't put up himself.
They do.
And that's just a tip of an iceberg, I think, what we saw at the court. And in my view, I think the ruling was ready, but they was just told that outside there is fire. If you want to put this country on flames, go ahead and declare him not fit to stand.
Yeah.
So you can see the wind of change that people are serious. And you know, what was surprising, I could even see the ladies.
Yes.
This time around, in the forefront, the ladies. That was Yama Tapawe Memkwaya. Otherwise, it is just clear cut now. We can see even he himself. Even him has seen it. He's gone. So otherwise, Mr. President, I just want to say a blessing. You know, these words that we speak about you, when we say bless you, they really reach you. And God remembers you. We are playing also when we say God bless you, and let me one thing before I conclude, agree with the last caller. Because I love your wisdom. The analysis of your way. Have you seen how now the praise singers now have failed now even to be coming? Because you are so knowledgeable, you are always on point to the core, and you raise issues, not all taking sides. Sometimes we even support them, but on this case, I think this is the kind of. But before I go, some government, please. Chatule fire some government mdala mkese bweshefi. Ine mdala, I have your number. Elonga mukale akanokunoko asikaine out just these I'm having this record tukesa mukalipila bachufi. Mupose kwa na tote.
I can assure you, my brother, I mean well for Zambia. And that is my prayer. I know one day I will be in government, and I know one day I will lead Zambia. And my prayer is always that I don't disappoint people. I don't want to disappoint people. I would rather disappoint myself than to disappoint people. So I always pray over that. And I ask you, all of you, to keep praying for me. And I also want to ask you tonight that please let us pray for Edgar Lungu. Let us pray for his good health. Let us pray for his wisdom.
Yes.
Let us pray for him to be a man that carries those virtues. The responsibility that he has is big. Let us pray for him that he can come and unite the country. Let us pray for him that he can come and help us with the issues that we are grappling with, the issues of power, the issues of cost of living, all these things. We need to pray. Let us pray for Edgar Lungu. And for those of us who are going to work with him, pray for us as well. So to me, my brother, I'm telling you, I will try my level best not to shift, not to lose my focus, but to always stand with the people. Thank you very much.
Facebook is putting you on record already. So Facebook is putting you on record.
Exactly.
And we shall play these videos. The way he was saying, the way they are playing for him. The way they are playing for him.
I don't know. I've learned my good lesson.
Yeah.
I've learned a good lesson.
Yes, let's learn from our ati awa kuchipata balanda ati vuto la muzako punzilirapo.
No. Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, I think we'll even close on that note. Thank you very much. Thank you for all of you that tuned in. I don't take it for granted that you follow me. I really appreciate, because if you are not following, I would not be able to talk. I wake up, this time here it is completely a different time, but I do wake up because I know there are people who are waiting for me. Today I said, recall me, and people were calling me, immediately it was 1940 people were calling me. That is an encouragement. I thank you for all of you that woke me up. I thank you for following me. I thank you for calling in and giving your contributions. I think this is how it should be. We can't all agree. Sometimes we may not agree with each other. It's normal. We are human beings. We are bound to differ in one way or the other. But we should respect each other. I respect everyone. I respect President Hakainde Hichilema. And I have the best interest of Hakainde Hichilema. I do even pray for him. Trust me. I pray for Hakainde Hichilema. So anyway, may God bless you and may God bless Zambia. Thank you very much and good night.